Hey guys, Anthony, 4x4 Touring Australia. We're just going to do a review for you on this 40 litre Engle fridge versus this 40 litre Engle fridge. So, should we start with the old one first? Why not? Okay, let's have a look at what it is first. The numbers. Refrigerator, model, MT45F-G4. Blah, blah, blah. You can pause it and read it if you need to. The key thing at the bottom there, see that? Made in Japan. You know, we like quality stuff made in Japan. This fridge, we believe, is at least 20 years old. At least 20 years old. Looks like it's been kept in pretty good condition. The skin's looking pretty good. The problem with them really traditionally is, so there's a bit of a dent there. Because they're steel, you could dent them and scratch them, but I think you could reskin them for about 150 bucks. Somebody told me once. They don't have a thermometer built in, as you can see, so you've just got your dial, and generally somewhere about there at 1 usually is you're just above the 0 degree mark. That's probably why it's all blue tacked in position so it doesn't get bumped or moved. The spare fuse and whatever. What else can we say about it? Secure down, there it is, it's a fridge. Do you mind if we have a look in there, mate? Is that alright? You know, because this is, you know, something there. Okay. So space wise, I can tell you it looks like the other one. We'll have a look in a minute. The basket, I reckon, if you lift it out, the same. The good thing about the Engles, besides having that awesome reliable motor, I'm not going to tell you about it too much, you can go and Google it and whatever, but very reliable. It's a full height wraparound evaporator. See this white thing inside the basket there, all the way to the top. So what I've found is in a lot of R&D, they get cold all the way to the top, where a lot of other fridges, the cold area is down the bottom, so as things get to the top, not as cold. So you happy with this one, mate?
Oh, absolutely. No,
beautiful. So most people are really always happy with their Engles. Now, so years ago, I don't know how many years ago, they came up with these, I think, you know, a bit of competition, I'm guessing, I'm assuming, and you know, assumptions is the mother of all, you know. Let's have a look at the model number, right? So refrigerator, model MR40F-G4. What was the other one? 45. So I think it's the same size, but it's just a slightly different number. I know these, I think they quote 38 litres. I'm going to show you a couple of the problems. Well, firstly, it's not saying it's a problem, but look, see, made in Thailand, so, you know, we knew that. The difference is a fridge like that one over there, that I think today they're about, I don't know, 13 or 1400 bucks, more or less. You might have got them for 11, 1200 years ago, you know, 5 or 10 years ago. I think they're more like 1400 now. These fridges are varied in price. The most common price I've seen is $7.99. I think they might be $8.99 now. Generally, they don't. Aussie Disposal used to have them on special sometimes for $6.99, and sometimes other shops will then match those prices. This fridge, it owes me, well, 650 bucks is what I paid for it, but raised 10% credit, so it owes me $5.85, so pretty cheap. A little bit more information on it for people that are after value for money. This has got the 240 volt option as well. They don't have that anymore, is my understanding. You can get these now from Repco and stuff like that when they're on special. Someone quoted a price or sent me a screenshot. I think it was something like, it was in the 500s, 560, 580, the sort of money that this one owes me. So if I had to replace a fridge, this one, you probably want to know how old it is now. Just over 7 years, okay? Just over 7 years. Been running 365 days, 7 days a week, you know, all that, days, months, years, and all that, since it's been, you know, since it's been switched on. So we'll go through a couple of the problems, and there hasn't been a problem really. It works perfectly fine. There's no problem. You can see, you know, the seal is in good condition. You can see the evaporator and everything. You can see the same basket, whatever the case may be. Look at that couple of caramello koalas. We're getting a bit low on food. I think we better head out of here. Same thing, full height wraparound evaporator. This one might even look a bit more complete. You know, it's all the way to the top edge, maybe a bit better, and all the way to the bottom. Awesome fridge, keeping things cold. It really works, okay? Got this little space in here. You can put some stuff. It's certainly not a cool area. Now, one of the complaints some people have said is that these clips break. I've never had a problem with the clips breaking. They said it's probably people overloading and trying to jam the lid down with them. Or I suppose if you knocked them, you know, they're plastic, but it's pretty strong plastic. Like I said, I've never had a problem. But what I did, I took one off and kept one as a spare, because you only need one, and the lid stays down, that's it, right? Maybe that's why you can see a bit of an issue here with, see the, I don't know why the lids are grey. I wish they were white. I've said that before with fridges, but obviously when it's new, that edge would be down to there, so you can see. I'll just try and show you. It does squash in. You could probably re-glue it and whatever, but I'm not really worried about it. I don't think it's changing the function of the fridge, but I just want to show you. Right, you can see where the hinges are, it's up, but as you get to the end, it's come down. In the middle, it's all right. Same thing at that end, but also the skin on the outside here, you can see it's slightly coming down, but it hasn't done anything. It hasn't, you know, it still seals, it still works, it still functions. So to me, it's kind of a bit of a no-brainer that, I don't know, you could say, oh, just spend, you know, get the tin one that's going to dent and scratch and you can reskin it, or you get this one with this hard poly case that you knock around that you don't care, and it's about, you know, it's less than half the price. It's got the same, you know, motor and that in it that runs the fridge, basically the same internals. I think they did this to have a sort of cheaper, there's a lot of fridges out there, as you know, and just to compete with the cheaper market is my assumption, is what I was starting to say before. So anyway, the review is, I'm very happy with that. I'd go and pay the, you know, for $500 and something on special at Repco, I think that was. I'm not saying you got to go to Repco or Ripco's the best or anything like that, but when it's on special for 500 odd bucks, absolutely cracker, awesome value for money fridge. Let's go and have a look at this one again quickly. If you had to buy another one, mate, if this broke down,
I'd get another Engle.
Yeah. Let me ask you this question though: if you had to pay 1,400 bucks for this one, would you do that, or if you could get one like that for 600 bucks?
Yeah, probably.
And it's the same for what would you do?
We'll probably go to the poly one.
Yeah, because you're saving on it. You can buy two of them and keep the change, you know.
Yes.
So, have these ones got the 240 volt as well? They have,
Yes,
haven't they?
they do. Yes.
Yeah. So that's pretty much the same like that. Yeah. We got it the opposite way around. So the downside is neither of them. So you can. So you've got this. Did I see you had another one before?
Yes.
Yeah. So is that a remote one of those?
Yes.
So is this the wide one? Is this pretty old? This one, is it, or?
Yeah.
This gate? Oh, is that just an eBay special and you made a bracket? Gotcha.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the like $6 one or something, and you put a bracket on it. Gotcha.
It's not really good.
Okay.
I don't trust it. I think the other one's better.
Okay, no worries. So you just buy a remote, and that's what we've got on the other one. I got the Engle one. I think they're about 30 or 40 bucks. That way you can move it around. Oh yeah, so that's got. Have you put something in the fridge for that to work as well? Is it, or is there a sensor in the fridge?
There's a sensor in there. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So
Can we see that? Where's that? I just want to see how small it is for myself. You know, while we're at it, a little bit of extra info. Oh, that. So you just place that in the fridge, and that tells you what that is. Sweet. All right. What are they worth from King's?
15 bucks, 20 bucks.
15 bucks exactly. So I'd probably go for that. That's the sort of things you buy from King's because you can't go wrong. Cheap as chips. All right. We'll just have a look at the Engle one. So the Engle one, 40 bucks I think it was. It gives you the ambient temperature. Oh, it's got colder since we've been. I don't know what's going on there. It was warmer before anyway. Holes there gives you the ambient temperature, and you can see 2 in the fridge, as I said. That's just above the 1. You know, you have it set on about the 1 thereabouts. Obviously, colder. You know, they really work. They get cold really quick. They're just. I'm really happy with it. A bit disappointing about the poly sort of, you know, the glue. You know, but you're gonna get that, and you know, for the money, I reckon it sort of owes me pretty much nothing, and it's still going. So. Happy days. If I had to buy another one, I certainly couldn't see myself paying, you know, for the steel case when, you know, happy with this. And we'll do another video in years to come if it's still going or if it breaks down. So if you haven't already, please subscribe, turn the bell on so you don't miss that important bit of info. I think, and you know, I paid for the fridge. Engle don't give me fridges. The review's for you. It's not for me. It's not for Engle. It's for you. So you can decide, but you can use 2 clips. But with us, as I said, I just took the other one off. That way, for example, with this storage system, let's say someone left it open like that. So I set things up so that, see how it clears it anyway. And if the clips all break, see the lid's tight against the carpet, you know, backup plans. That way you're in business anyway. I don't need any clips, and I'm in for quick and easy, and one clip like that, quick and easy, is the go, right? Maybe that's my fault why the skin come away, but I don't think so. I'll just pull it there to show you, you know, I'm pulling on the lid, it's sealed there with 1 clip. So that's really awesome. Obviously it's a contraption, it's not like the other one we've got with the drawer fridges, you've got to slide it out, but I highly recommend mounting your fridge. It's a heavy unit with the gear in it at the lowest possible level to keep the weight down, center of gravity, all the weight down. And obviously on a standard slide's a lot cheaper than having a big contraption. Like if you put it up high up here, it's putting weight higher, which isn't ideal. and then you've got the big contraption coming down and all the wires moving around. I'll just quickly show you, I think I've showed in another video, the way we did it with the wires. So we put it in corrugated split tubing. It's zip tied onto this flexi sort of thing there, but the wire is halfway, it goes halfway along, so it goes in and out the same distance, so there's no wires moving or rubbing. There's no risk of any anything fouling sort of thing. It's hard to see, it's dark in there, but the wire's halfway, so it goes in, out, bada bing. That's a video. We're out here, guys. That's a review for you. Please remember to give us a like button if you got something out of that. Genuine reviews, not cash for comment. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.